Hello and greetings to everyone. We are to correct the following exercises for application under skills. Question 1. The scale of a scale drawing is 1 centimeters to 500 meters. That means every 1 centimeters on the diagram or the map is equivalent to 500 meters on Earth. That's what it means. Find the actual length represented by 24 centimeters. That means 24 centimeters on the scale drawing. Take solution. For question A, we start with 1. Question 1. 1 centimeters, that is the scale, is equivalent. 1 centimeters on drawing is equivalent to 500 meters on Earth. That's the interpretation of the scale. Now we have to find the actual length of 24 centimeters on Earth. That means 24 centimeters on the map, what it represents on Earth. Now for us to get the actual length of 24 centimeters on map or on drawing will be equivalent to, we are going to multiply 500 meters by 24. We can take 24 times 500 meters on Earth, and this will simply be equal to 12,000 meters. We conclude therefore 24 centimeters on map is equivalent to 12,000 meters on Earth. This is our answer. We go to question B. For question B, we have 10.5 centimeters. So 10.5 centimeters on map will simply be equivalent to, we're going to take 10.5 times 500 meters. That's all on Earth, which will simply be equal to 5,250 meters. Therefore, 10.5 centimeters on map is equivalent to 5,250 meters on Earth. We go to C. For C, we have to convert 32.8 centimeters. 32.8 centimeters on map will simply be equivalent to 32.8 times 500 meters on Earth, and this will simply be equal to 16,400 meters. We conclude therefore 32.8 centimeters on map is equivalent to 16,400 meters on Earth. We're done with question 1. We go now to question 2. Question 3 goes, the scale of a scale drawing is 1 centimeters to 100 meters. That means every 1 centimeter on the map represents 100 meters on the Earth, or in reality. Find the length on the drawing that represents 500 meters. That means on the map we have to find the length that represents 500 meters. We start by writing the scale. The scale we have 1 centimeters on drawing or map is equivalent to 100 meters on Earth or in real life. Now we have to find the length represented by 500 meters on the map. Take 500 meters on Earth. It will simply be equivalent to 500 divided by 100, because we are finding the length represented by 500 meters on the map. So we have to divide by 100. Then the unit here will be centimeters on map. And this will simply be equal to 500 divided by 100 gives us 5. This will give us 5 centimeters. Therefore, 500 meters on Earth is equivalent to 5 centimeters on the map. We go now to question B. For B, we have to find the length on the map represented by 65 meters. So 65 meters on Earth will be equivalent to, you're going to divide 65 by 100. The unit will be centimeters on map. And this will simply be equal to 65 divided by 100 gives us 1, 2. You're going to take the decimal point 2 places to the left, gives us 0.65 centimeters. We conclude, therefore, comma, 65 meters on Earth is equivalent to 0.65 centimeters on map. We go now to question C. Question C. We have to find the length represented by 7.6 meters on the map. 7.6 meters on Earth will simply be equivalent to 7.6. We're going to divide the value 7.6 by 100. The unit will be centimeters on map. And this will simply be equal to 7.6 divided by 100 gives us, we're going to take this decimal point 2 places to the left. This will be 0.076 centimeters. We conclude, therefore, 7.6 meters is equivalent to 0.076 centimeters on the map. We go to question 3. The scale of a map is 1:100,000. It simply means for 1 centimeters we take on the map, it is equivalent to 100,000 centimeters on Earth. What will the length of 450 centimeters on the map represent in A. Centimeters, B. Meters, C. Kilometers? Question 3. First, we start by writing the scale. Scale is equal to 1:100,000. That is 1 centimeters on map is equivalent to 100,000 centimeters on Earth. That is what it means. For question A, we are to find the length represented by 450 centimeters on the map in centimeters on Earth. We multiply both sides by 450. Take 450 times 1 centimeters on map will be equivalent to 450 times 100,000 centimeters on Earth. This will give us 450 centimeters on map to be equivalent to, we are going to attach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to attach 5 zeros to 450. And this will simply give us 45 million. This will give us 5 million centimeters on Earth. It therefore means 450 centimeters on map is equivalent to 45 million centimeters on Earth in centimeters. You underline this. Question B is asking us to give the answer in meters. So we need to express this 45 million centimeters in meters. We know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Like this. It is the same as saying 1 centimeters in meters is equal to, if we divide both sides of this equation by 100, 1 centimeter will be equal to 1 all over 100 meters. Therefore, if we take 45 million centimeters, we have to change to meters. We are going to divide 45 million by 100. 45 million centimeters would simply be equal to 45 million divided by 100, and the new unit will be meters. This will simply be equal to 2 zeros, strike 2 zeros. We'll be left with 450,000 meters. Then we conclude, therefore, if we take the length 450 centimeters on map is equivalent to 450,000 meters on Earth. We go now to the C, which is asking us to give it in kilometers. See, first we know 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Therefore, if we take 450 meters in kilometers, it will simply be equal to, we are going to divide the 450. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. If we take 450,000 meters in kilometers, it will simply be equal to 450,000 divided by 1,000. Then the new unit will be kilometers. And this will simply be equal to, these 3 zeros will strike off 3 zeros. And this will simply be equal to 450 kilometers, like this. Then we conclude, therefore, 450 centimeters on map is equivalent to 450 kilometers on Earth. And we are done with question 3. We go now to the next question, question 4. It says the scale of a map is 1 centimeters is equivalent to 20,000 centimeters. What does 16 centimeters squared represent on Earth? This is area. Question 3. Question 4. The scale we have for 1 centimeters on map is equivalent to 20,000 centimeters on Earth. Now they are asking us, what does 16 centimeters squared represents on Earth? Now if we take for the area, if we take 1 centimeter times 1 centimeter on map, this is for area, it has to be equivalent to, we know 1 centimeter is equivalent to 20,000 centimeters. So this will be equivalent to 20,000 centimeters times 20,000 centimeters on Earth, which will simply be equal to 20,000 times 20,000. This will simply give us 4. Then we are going to attach 8 zeros, which is simply equal to 400 million. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Centimeters times centimeters gives us centimeters squared. Gives us 400 million centimeters squared. Now we have to convert 16 centimeters squared. That's what we have to convert 16 centimeters squared on Earth. We are going to multiply. We know 1 times 1 gives 1. Centimeters times centimeters gives centimeters squared. On map, it will be equivalent to 400 million centimeters squared on. We multiply both sides by 16. 16 times 1 centimeters squared gives us 16 centimeters squared on map. It will simply be equivalent to 16 times 400 million centimeters squared on Earth. And this will be equal to 6,400,000,000 centimeters squared as such. So this will be the area represented by 16 centimeters squared on map. Underline the answer. We go now to question 5. On a map of scale 1 centimeters to 2 kilometers, the area of a plot of land is 9 centimeters squared. What is the area of the plot in hectares? We answer this question. Question 5. The scale, we have 1 centimeters on map is equivalent to 2 kilometers on. Then we have been told that the area of a plot of land is 9 centimeters squared. What is the area of the plot in hectares? First, if we take 1 centimeters times 1 centimeters on map, it will be equivalent to 2 kilometers times 2 kilometers on Earth, like this. And this will simply give us 1 centimeters times 1 centimeters gives us 1 centimeter squared on map. It will be equivalent to 2 times 2 gives us 4. Kilometers times kilometers gives us kilometers squared on Earth. So 1 centimeter squared on map is equivalent to 4 kilometers squared on Earth. Now we have been given 9 centimeters squared on the map. If we multiply both sides by 9, 9 times 1 centimeter squared on map will be equivalent to 9 times 4 kilometers squared on Earth. 9 times 1 gives us 9 centimeters squared on map. It will be equivalent to 9 times 4, which is 36 kilometers squared on Earth. Next, we need to convert the area to hectares. We know 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters squared. We know 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. So if you take 1 kilometer squared, which is for area, it will be the same as 1,000 meters times 1,000 meters, which is simply equal to 1,000,000 meters squared. It therefore means if you take 36 kilometers squared, it will be equal to 36 kilometers squared will equal to 36 times 1 million meters squared, and this will be equal to 36 million meters squared, like this. Now, for us to get this area in hectares, we are going to divide by 10,000. Therefore, if you take 36 kilometers squared in hectares, it will equal to 36 million over 10,000, and the new unit would be hectares. And this will simply be equal to 4 zeros here. We'll strike off these 4 zeros. We'll be left with 3,600 over 1, which is simply 3,600 hectares. It simply means 36 kilometers squared, which is equivalent to 9 centimeters squared on map, is equal to 3,600 hectares. Then we conclude. Therefore, 9 centimeters squared on map is equivalent to 3,600 hectares on Earth. We are done with question 5. We go now to question 6. Question 6. The scale of a map is 1:10,000. What does question E 1 centimeter squared represent? Start by writing the scale. 1 centimeters on map is equivalent to 10,000 centimeters on Earth. That's what it means. For A, they are asking us what does 1 centimeter squared represent. That means 1 centimeter squared on the map represents on the Earth. 1 centimeters times 1 centimeters on map will simply be equivalent to 1 centimeters is equivalent to 10,000 centimeters on Earth. So we are going to take 10,000 centimeters times 10,000 centimeters on Earth. This will simply be equal to 10,000 times 10,000 will simply be equal to 100 million centimeters squared on Earth. We conclude, therefore, 1 centimeter squared on map is equivalent to 100 million centimeters squared on Earth. This is the answer. We go now to question B. Question B is asking us 6 centimeters squared represents the area it represents. 1 centimeter squared on map is equivalent to 100 million centimeters squared on Earth. If we multiply both sides by 6 times 1 centimeter squared on map will be equivalent to 6 times 100 million centimeters squared on Earth. 6 times 1 centimeter squared gives us 6 centimeters squared on map will be equivalent to 6 times 100 million gives us 600 million centimeters squared on Earth. We conclude, therefore, 6 centimeters squared on map is equivalent, which represents an area, to 600 centimeters squared on Earth. We are done with the solutions. If in case you have any worries, you leave your questions at the comment section. Please like the video, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.